Welcome back to the Casey Abode Show. My name's Chrissy Frazier and I serve the amazing people of Johnson County. Today we're talking all about property lemons and how to spot them. My husband and I had bought our first home together about 5 years ago before I was licensed in real estate with great professionals surrounding me. We had an inspection, however, it didn't really get in depth about the water that was occurring in the unfinished basement, kind of near the sump pump, just the fact that there was water. Well, we decided we would figure it out down the road because the rest of the house was perfect fixer-upper with great bones. Little did we know the house was actually on a natural spring and that once the basement was hammered into, there was a pool of water under the home and it actually had traces of diesel fuel as well. After doing record digging and research, I later found out the EPA of Kansas was monitoring the site because of an issue with storage tank removal from over 20 years ago on the adjacent property that still continues to run through the bedrock. It's cute, it's charming, and it's at a great price, and you're just about ready to commit, but something just doesn't feel quite right. Today we're going to talk about listening to your gut and the logical ways you can examine a home to determine if that feeling you're getting is actually legit. There are a few big things to look for when it comes to a home. Things like cracks in the basement, in the foundation, or cracks in the corners of the rooms, erosion in the yard, bad smells, rotting or rusting anywhere, standing water where it shouldn't be, mold or water damage on the ceilings. These items can be a definite deal breaker if the seller isn't willing to remedy. But there are also smaller items to be aware of when determining if a home is a safe bet or a money pit in the making. A good inspector can help you pinpoint these. So, number one would be electrical work. Electrical is a big deal, especially in older homes. Flickering lights or switches that don't work are a red flag, and that there might be more work that needs to be done. In fact, I'm headed out to a house this morning that we just had an inspection on last week to get a bid for rewiring the entire house, as its last update was about 40 years ago and it still has knob and tube in the attic. It's a 1920s home. Leaky faucets. If water systems aren't working well, it can mean multiple things. Have your inspector check the sinks, tubs, toilets, showers for leaky faucets or rusted drains. Also, check outside to see if there's any flooding, as it could mean bigger issues like sump pump or backflow problem. Even low water pressure could indicate a bigger issue, so check everything. Also, mold. This can be a big, expensive item depending how advanced and can be very dangerous to remedy. So have your inspector look around carefully to see if anything comes up. As a realtor, I work alongside you and a trusted inspector to spot these potential hazards by knowing what to look for and what should be inspected sooner rather than later. I actually encourage my buyers to attend the inspection every time themselves so they can speak directly with the inspector before making any decisions to move forward in the purchase. I always support my buyers' decisions, and if that means we start the hunt over, that's exactly what we're going to do until we find a solid house. At this point, you may be convinced that you need some guidance and help around the topic of avoiding a property lemon. But you may also be thinking that you have no idea where to start. If you're thinking about making a move, I can help you through the process. Just send me a message or text me at 816-518-4181. No pressure, no sales tactics, just the guidance and help that you need. Finally, if you're a resident of Johnson County, I want to let you know that I post a weekly events blog, and you can also subscribe to my newsletter for this to drop in your inbox every Friday. Just go to my website, kcabode.com, and under the latest events post, you'll see where you can subscribe. Please feel free to post any questions, comments, or concerns in the chat box. I always go back and check the videos in order to answer any questions that came up in the comments section as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next episode.